I'm here with Colin North from Teng Tools. I suppose I should say welcome to your SuperPrix. But tell us a little bit about Teng Tools' support of this event.
I think it's the third time we've done it now. That's what it says on the website, so I guess that's correct. We've been we do a lot of motorsport sponsorship. Karting is it's one of my passions. My younger brother used to do it as a kid. I used to marshal here when I was about 15, 16. So I've been here on and off over the years, but it's a great sport. I mean, you've got 260 odd karts here racing, and it's proper motor racing. Not like the glory boys that make all the money. These people actually race for fun, and it shows in the way that they race. So.
Yeah, I have to say it's my first time at this event, and I'm amazed by the paddock. It's really incredible the sheer quantity of and quality of the field that we've got here. But I suppose the obvious question: why does Teng? You've covered it a little bit in the previous answer, I guess. But why this event, and why Teng Tools support?
As I say, we do a lot of motorsport sponsorship. This weekend we've got people competing in Russia in the Speedway World Championship. In Scotland they're doing a tour of Mark 1 and Mark 2 escorts around the Highlands, the Superbikes, the British GT. All of those sports we do quite a lot with, but this is proper grassroots motorsport. And the people that do this, they're all hands-on. It's not, some of them I know pay for teams to run the kart for them, but generally it's people doing it because they want to do it. And I'm in a position where I can help them do that, so I like to do that. So, and it's good advertising as well, of course. So, okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got, obviously a big part of this event is the historics, and they themselves are celebrating quite a big year, 60 years since the first sort of British mainland go-kart race. Got a soft spot for the historics? Got a favourite piece of machinery from that paddock?
I have to say yes, because they're all slightly older than me. I'd like to think. But no, I haven't had a proper look around the old karts yet, but clearly the water-cooled 250s that did the Grand Prix circuits, they're the ones that really stand out. But my brother used to race in Junior National, which was 100cc Perilla engine, I think, or a zip frame, I can't remember now, but it's nice to see those because it brings back memories from when I used to come here a few years ago.
And going to the other end of the spectrum, I suppose there's plenty of young talent here, which is great to see in the cadets and the mini classes. There's lots of good young talent that comes through this event each year to get the all-important SP plate. Yes,
I think a lot of the people that we sponsor in the mainstream racing, like British GT, British Touring Cars, have come through from karting. People like Tom Ingram that we sponsor in touring cars, he's well known for being in karting. And quite a few of the GT drivers in the Aston Martins, Ross Gunn, for example, I think he's another ex-karter. So there's a lot of links that we have, and the kids that are racing here today, and some of the older ones, hopefully they will make a career out of it, and they'll be the stars of tomorrow. So.
Absolutely. Well, it's quite incredible, the Teng Tools logo adorning many bits of machinery around this paddock, and I think long may it continue. So thank you very much, Colin, for all the support, and thank you for talking to us. Have a good weekend.
Enjoy your weekend.
So we're going into the first of our A finals now. These are going to be 10 minutes plus a lap, and it's for the IAME Cadet class, which is we're very happy to say is supported by Jack Dex Racing, this particular class. Alfie Garford is going to start this one on pole. Cian Geraghty alongside. Ben Crossley and Heidi Mamasi on row 2. Lucas Field and Kai Singh Semi is going to be your third row, and then it's going to be Joseph Katsantonis, Laith Khan, and then Ewan Downing and Harry Ewell, as we are good for the go here. Some of our youngest racers this weekend as they stream 3 abreast into Park Bend and then Cafe Corner, and it looks to me like Alfie Garford has held on to the lead there in the 88 as they work their way through Pitts Bend for the first time and head towards Stratford Hairpin. Is the 44 of Heidi Mamasi, who's had a fantastic start there to get up into second place, but under the very close attention from Cian Geraghty as they work their way through the chicane, trying to get the late apex onto the hanger straight. Delighted to say they all got away cleanly, but looking for the lead here is Heidi Mamasi. He's going to go up the inside of Hanger, and he's got the job done on Alfie Garford. So Heidi Mamasi to the lead of the race as they run through Wilkins and come out onto the start-finish straight. It's a fantastic first lap for Heidi Mamasi. And look at this, now the 73 of Cian Geraghty is trying to get by the 88 of Alfie Garford. Through Stratford hairpin go the leaders. See everyone back to the 46 there of Ewan Downing, a part of this main pack of carts. As Mamasi leads them through. Wilkins just a little bit wide there maybe, or Cian Geraghty now in second place is going to try and get a cutback here and set up any opportunity there, but it's not quite on this time as they stream through Park Bend and into Cafe once again. It's Mamasi, Geraghty, Garford, Ben Crossley in fourth, Katzentonis in fifth, Lucas Field, Kai Sing Semi is Sing Semi is just a little bit off the back of this main pack. He's going to be trying to catch up. So it's your top six that form this main group back to Lucas Field in the 77. And look at this for the lead of the race. That was a very earnest look there from Cian Geraghty, but Mamasi kept a cool head and hung on round the outside effectively under braking into Wilkins. As they come on to lap number 4 in this IAME Cadet final. Little look over the shoulder there from Mamasi, but Geraghty isn't quite close enough to have a look, but someone who is Joseph Katzentonis. Having a look there on Ben Crossley, and I think he may well have got the job done there. Is a beautiful look up the inside, and yes, the 12 is now ahead of the 56, so that's Katzentonis up to 4th place, ahead of Ben Crossley now. And Crossley has to be wise here because Lucas Field is right with him, ready to have a go as well. In the 77 there. But Crossley holds on to it. End of lap 4 then. Still Heidi Mamasi at the head of this one. There's a contact warning for Ben Crossley. He's got to be careful there. As side by side goes Crossley with Katzentonis, and Crossley has got the position back from Katzentonis there. Beautiful bit of driving there by Ben Crossley to take himself back up into 4th place. Katzentonis wants to fight back, but he's got to be so careful because Lucas Field is right there in the 77 to fight back as they work their way out of the hairpin. Up ahead, Mamasi and Geraghty have just bridged a little bit of a gap now to Alfie Garford. So the top 3 spreading out slightly. But Garford is fairly secure, at least as long as this battle over 4th place goes on behind. 56 across, he goes a little bit defensive, but there goes Lucas Field on Katzentonis, and a nicely judged move there, and Wilkins sees Lucas Field in the 77 now up to 5th place, as it's a new fastest lap from Cian Geraghty in 2nd place, and Alfie Garford sets his personal best as well, so they're pushing hard out there in amongst the top 3. We still look at this battle for 4th place, and there goes Katzentonis on the 77 of Lucas Field. Can he hold on to it? He can indeed. Nicely judged move there by Katzentonis up the inside of the hairpin. And Joseph Katzentonis is back up to 5th place now. Down the back straight. Will Lucas Field have a look here? Thinks better of it this time round. As there's a contact warning for Cian Geraghty in 2nd place. It's still Mamasi at the head of field there. There are your top 3 you can see on the stream. And as you can see, the top 3 spread out a little bit, certainly more so than the battle between 4th, 5th and 6th. Ben Crossley heads that battle for 4th at the moment. Nobody attempts anything in the hairpin this time around in that pack of 3 carts that, to be quite honest, look like someone's taken some blue tack or Velcro out there and put it between them. Although having said that, Crossley's had a good mid part of the lap there just to bridge a bit of a gap here, and Lucas Field is right on the back of Katzentonis. Crossley goes defensive though, he feels the need to do so. Katzentonis looked to the outside and Lucas Field had a look to the inside. Somehow it's all in the same order as they went into the Wilkins complex, but this is a fantastic battle here between 4th, 5th and 6th in the IAME Cadet final, supported by Jack Dex Racing. Just over 3.5 minutes left on the clock plus a lap. And Katzentonis goes for it up the inside, but it's surely going to throw him deep, and that's going to allow Crossley to fight back. They're side by side heading towards the chicane. You would think that Crossley would stamp the advantage. Indeed he does. He holds on to the position there. Always difficult when you're heading towards the chicane here, side by side. But Katzentonis isn't done yet. He's looking up the inside of the hangar and he's got the job done. Nice move there. Can Crossley fight back in Wilkins? Will Lucas Field try and get something? No, they stay as they were out of Wilkins, and so it's now Katzentonis up to 4th place in the number 12. But you know, I get the feeling this battle isn't over yet. Top 3 though, staying fairly relaxed. It's 4/10 of a second that Heidi Mamasi has in hand over Kian Geraghty. On your streams, this is Katzentonis and Ben Crossley again. And Lucas Field in that number 77, ready to pounce should the opportunity arise. This is the closest battle on the track at the moment. It has been for a number of laps. We are just 2 minutes plus a lap away from crowning IAME Cadet champion of the 2019 Teng Tools Shenington SuperPrix. And at the moment, Heidi Mamasi in the number 44 is in the pound seats for taking home the all-important E plate, and I believe as well he'll be eligible for the SP plate if memory serves correctly, because I believe Mamasi is points leader within the IAME Championship, bearing in mind that this the Teng Tools SuperPrix is represents round 7 of the Shenington Kart Racing Circuit Championships for 2019. We've got a few little bonus classes on top of the normal roster because it is the SuperPrix, but this is one of the classes who have a year-long championship. And Mamasi is definitely a part of that. Here we go though on lap 11, and Kian Geraghty has closed the gap actually to Mamasi. So this is the start of Geraghty, I feel. Really going for it in the latter part of the race here. He wants to, of course, take home the spoils in the IAME Cadet class. As onto the hangar straight they go. Geraghty, I feel, has played this one very well to now put himself in a position where he is chasing the overall win within IAME Cadets, and he's going to get the switch back out of the final corner. But Mamasi gets a good run, and I think he's going to hold on here. There's 2 more laps, or they're on the penultimate lap now, one should say, as they come through Cafe Corner. Alfie Garford has got to be careful here. He's falling back into the clutches of the battle for 4th as well, but rightly so. We're staying on your streams with this battle for the lead, and Geraghty gets a nose alongside, heading towards the chicane side by side, but he's not got enough overspeed there to get the job done. Mamasi holds on to it, going into the chicane. Now onto the back straight, the hangar straight. Mamasi immediately goes to driver's right. He's going super defensive here. He wants to take home the trophy for the Teng Tools SuperPrix. Defensive into Wilkins as well. And they're going to start the last lap now here. Who is going to take the win in IAME Cadets? To the outside goes Geraghty. He's going to have to go the long way round though. Is that going to set him up with a switchback out of Cafe? He does get good drive off of that corner. He'll try and get a run now through Pit Bend towards the Stratford hairpin. Mamasi's wise to it. Goes to the outside very late. And that's another opportunity gone there for Geraghty. He does get a nose alongside, but just as with the last lap, he doesn't have enough overspeed to attempt the pass there. They work their way into the chicane for the last time. Hady Mamasi in the 44. Cian Geraghty in the 73, but Geraghty's got to run. Mamasi goes to the inside, but he's a little bit late there. Geraghty's not too happy with that one. He had to go to the driver's right and off circuit even, but it looks like it's going to be Hady Mamasi who's going to take the win in this one. Mamasi surely is going to come round and take the victory for IAME Cadets. Cian Geraghty will finish second, and it's Lucas Field who's got up to third place. Something's happened to Alfie Garford on that last lap, because it's Lucas Field in third, Joseph Katzentonis in fourth, fifth for Ben Crossley, and then Alfie Garford in sixth. Kai Singh Semi finishes seventh, eighth for Leif Khan, and then it'll be Harry Yule classified in ninth and Ewan Downing in 10th. But what a dramatic finish across all of the podium positions for the IAME Cadets. And provisionally at least we say that Hady Mamasi is your champion in IAME Cadets for the 2019 Teng Tools SuperPrix. And he becomes the first of many champions and special plate holders that we are going to crown today. So that was your IAME Cadet final. Next up are going to be your Mini X class.